Me and my friends are generally free care explorers. We enjoy traveling the countryside, just a full tank of gas and no cares of the world. Just us and long stretches of road. One night, we went on a late night drive down a road we weren't so familiar with. Just me, just John, Betty, and I were all just taking a night drive, just enjoying the night air. We approach a grown up area with a large, ominous metal gate. Vines growing up on the sides. We look at each other, curious of what would be on the other side. I say, let's go check it out. John and Becky shrug and get out of the car in agreement. The gate had no lock, but did have a no trespassing sign on it. We open the gate, and it creaks on its rusty metal hinges. There's a clear concrete path leading through a severely unmaintained yard. It leads to a decrepit house, a very large house, that has grown up with vines and brush. We walk slowly to the house, as if its haunting looks were calling us, begging us to explore. We walk up to the porch, the boards crackle and creak as we walk to the large door that is worn and seems to really have nothing holding it shut. It is unlocked, I realize as I turn the knob. The door creaks loudly as I swing it open. It has two stories, a set of stairs leading up the right side of the living room, a hallway with doors on either side on the left side of the staircase, and on the right side of the stairs is a kitchen. The door closes behind us slowly. Must have been the wind. Must have been a draft. Betty says, yeah, must have been a draft. As we walk the halls, we hear someone humming softly. I hear the hum from a room to the left, the second door down. And I slowly reach for the door, and nothing. But I see a toy on the floor chiming a tune with its mechanical parts. That doesn't explain the hum. Then I see something move in the corner of my left eye. I turn and there is just a closet, empty, with some crumpled paper and a picture of a little girl. My friends suddenly chime in saying, "You found something?" Startled, I answer no. We look down the dark hall and see something dark to the right, and a door flings open. We walk to the room and find it empty, but a hatch in the floor is open, revealing stairs. Against our better judgment, we go down into the basement. We turn the light on our phones on because it's too dark to see. We see a maze of cabinets and corridors in the bottom, and mice scurrying across the floor. And then I hear a bump. I say, "Who is there?" I hear a whimper and a cry. "Don't hurt me, please," a woman answers. I shine my light in the corner. A young lady in dirty rags is sitting on the floor. I won't hurt you, I say. Are you here alone? No, I am not. And they are watching us, she replies. Who? Becky asks. My brothers. As a chill runs down my spine, I ask, how are they watching us? They are here, she says. I hear footsteps coming heavy footsteps, and something dragging across the floor. We turn, and there are two large men wearing dirty, bloody-stained clothes, carrying a shovel and a pitchfork. The pitchfork is covered in dry blood, as well as the shovel. Run, the girl shouts. I pick up a large jar and throw it at the man with the pitchfork, and grab the lady, and we all run. But the boy with the shovel hits John. He yells out, and we turn only to see him beheaded. In horror, we run up the stairs to try to leave the house, only to find a third man with a pipe standing at the door. So we turn and run up the stairs into another area of the house where there's several rooms, and we hide in one. And I search for a weapon as the two girls hide in this closet. I hide behind the door before the man enters the room. When he enters, I stab him in the back, and he falls to the ground. Rolling over, he said, and choking on his blood, he says, "We murdered our family. We will get you too." I get the girls and we run out the house, but I get side-blinded by the man with the pitchfork. As the girls scream in terror, they get a tray and knock him out with it. But I get stabbed in the leg as he falls down. Not bad enough to cause me to bleed out, but just enough that I cannot walk well. Betty tears a piece of her jacket off and makes a tourniquet to stop the bleeding. We limp to the car parked out at the entrance. The man with the shovel hits Becky out of nowhere. The sister drives her fingers into the man's eyes, and she savagely plucks them from his eyes, from his sockets. He screams in agony until she drives the shovel spade into his throat. And you hear him choking and gargling, and then silence. We all get in the car, horrified and shocked, and tear down the roads in a blaze. Becky is crying, and so is the strange girl. I ask the girl, "What is your name?" "Sarah. I am glad you came for me to get me away from those monsters. But you should know something," she says. "What is that?" I ask. Her tone changes and said, "You should never trust strangers." Chillingly, as she slits Becky's throat, she grabs the wheel of the car and launches it off the road. And I wake up in a chair. The woman standing over me has a smile on her face and laughs. And she chillingly says, "I've never had a boy toy before. Let's have some fun." She then proceeds to hit me in the face several times until I am knocked out. When I come to, my legs are broken, and she has fixed some strange food. And I know I may never escape. She laughs and says, "You may as well accept your fate." And then she twists my leg, and I pass back out. I hope you enjoyed this story. Stay tuned for the next part.